Okay, so we finally arrived in Naxos this morning. After a bit of a delay yesterday, our flight from Dubrovnik to Athens was delayed by 2 hours, which had an effect where we missed our connecting flight to Naxos. So we were put up for the night by Agia, which was really good, but it was 34 kilometres away in Athens, and but they paid for all the accommodation, food, and also the taxis in and out, and which was quite amusing because the first taxi cost us €150, which was out of range, and but we got our money back for it. But he wasn't too happy that it was €150, so that was quite amusing. But then this morning we had booked on the 6 o'clock flight out this morning, which we had to be up and at the airport at 4 a.m, which meant we were up by 2:30 and quick shower and had a taxi at 3 o'clock waiting to go. So it's been a pretty full-on day, but we got here and we were met by our host, who is a lovely fella, Spiros. We had a beautiful cooked breakfast that he puts on for his guests, which was fantastic breakfast, and then went for a walk and got a few little things, and then we had a couple of swims down at the beach, and it's about 1 o'clock now, 28 degrees, a little bit windy, but we're heading out for lunch and down to a little place we've been to before that we like, which is a grill. So, but as you can see, St George's Beach, all these little hotels there, lots of bougainvillea, and yeah, it's very, 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 very pretty. So we've arrived in Aperianthos. Took about an hour, just over an hour to get here by bus. A few stops on the way. Look, there goes the grass.
Really, it's like sewing things and little. It's sweet and very old-fashioned.
Costs about €3.50 each way. It's a little bit cooler up here. It's a bit of wind, but you're up in the mountains here, and this village, they say it's a little bit different. They still keep some of their own dialect. But it's a very beautiful village. We're just going to go for a bit of a walk around the village and grab some lunch, and then catch a bus back to Naxos Chora.